Raiders.
Yeah. Welcome back, everybody, to another edition of the Most Notorious Podcast. With your host,
we need a high upbeat one after that intro song, dog.
Can find one.
Or tie it into the end of the video so there's not that pause in between that makes it awkward. That could be it. Yeah.
Well, all four of us are in the house. I'm 401 Raider Jeff. We've got Raider Will next to me. We've got Chug's car over there next to Leo. Cheeto Linus. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
So we are all here. We do have a special guest that's backstage. So we're going to bring him in right now. We do have one more guest that will be on momentarily. But without further ado, Will, do you want to do the intro? Because I know you're Mr. Hype Man.
Oh, he's
all right, ladies and gentlemen. This man needs no introduction. A man that leads Raider Nation to war every single game day with his game face painted, with his war paint on. The one, the only, Violator.
What's up? Gentlemen?
What's up,
man?
How you doing today?
Be notorious, baby. Be notorious.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
So here we are on Tuesday night. We've got kickoff to the NFL season and 2 nights on Thursday night.
Yeah,
But obviously,
yeah.
There's only one game that matters this weekend, and that's the Raiders and the Patriots here in New England.
You ever watched the movie Rudy? When that kid asked if he can watch like halftime at the Indiana Purdue, then his dad told him there's only one team we watch in his house. That's what you reminded me of right now. There's only one team that matters, and you're right. Yeah.
Hey, that's what my daddy told me. That's what my daddy told me, Leo. He's like, there's only one team that matters. He's like,
I grew up with
the Raiders.
I grew up with a father that was a Patriots fan, and I wanted nothing to do with the Patriots when I was growing up. So,
true renegade.
I went the other way.
Yep.
So, what we're going to do tonight is obviously we're talking with the Violator. As everybody knows, Wayne Mabry's here with us tonight. Mark Jones will be on in a little bit, who is the head of the Black Hole. So, we're going to talk about the start of the season, what we're expecting with the team, how we feel about the status of the team going forward. We'll talk a little bit about the events going on this weekend and Black Hole stuff. And then we're also going to talk a little bit about the home opener in 2 weeks in Vegas. I almost said Oakland, in Vegas on a Monday night game against the Lane Bolts.
The Chargers.
So before we start anything, we'll just hit the chat up real quick, and then we'll just move right into it. So we got a lot of people in here already. So we got my guy LV Rated 10, who's actually going to be here tomorrow night. At this time tomorrow, he'll be sitting here with me. So
leave your location on, Nathan.
Yeah,
it's not safe out there.
One of those, what do they call it, AirPods or whatever? So we know.
Yeah.
When I was in the house, my lovely wife is watching. Hi, honey. She's been a rock during all this. The amount of work that she's done helping putting this together has just been amazing too. So shout out to her big time.
Yeah, I should have shouted her out in the meeting when they were giving you all the kudos.
She was actually on the phone with Mike's wife.
Oh, okay. Oh, I love her. Mar? Oh my God, she's amazing too. Yeah.
Sacktown Raider Mike, one of our old school guys, is in the house. What's up, Mike? That's Will. We even got AOC 12 in the house.
Oh my God. Why are you opening your account again, bro? Every time that's your ghost account.
Raider Travis, what's up, brother?
What up, Travis?
Taz in the house.
From Florida. All right.
And we got Taddy 707. What's up? Accelerator. Ain't no Jeff like a Raider, Jeff. Yeah, you tell him, man.
Ugh.
You know,
Violator, do you know Nene? He was VP of the Black Hole. His cousin is a good friend of mine. See him every now and again.
Nene. Now, Nene throws me. Now, I'm good with faces, not names. So that Nene threw me. I won't say no because, like I say, that face could be named, but the name is not registered at all, man.
And then I'm sure as many people have you encountered your adventure
Yeah.
with the Raiders. Yeah.
I'm a phase guy.
Yep. Violators here. Believe it or not, he's right there. Uh-huh.
Let's see. Who am I missing? SoCal Sal's in the house. What's up, Sal?
Hey, what up, Sal? One of our OGs right there. Woo! Our boy.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Raider. What's going on, big dog?
And I've been watching a lot of his shorts. And
Glenn is amazing.
He's
Jeff.
awesome,
I hope
dude.
he does one day. Yeah.
He shared one of the ones for the New England chapter.
Yeah.
And then I started going through his stuff again too. So I was like, it's pretty cool, man.
He's the one that originated that. Woo! After you said Raiders, that's Glenn.
That's Glenn. 100%.
Diego, what's up, Raiders?
Hey, what's up, Diego? Welcome.
Black family in New England, Massachusetts. Stand up, yes, sir. Hope you're checking us out this weekend. Let's see, all right, Raider, my guy's in the house. He'll be spending the weekend with us too, partying it up. We got our guy 805 in the house. What's up, 805?
Real talk.
Yeah.
Dixon Sight is here, and we are at the end of the chat. That's everybody that's popped in. So we're going to get right to it. Wayne, while you're here with us, I want to give you the floor here. I want to hear. Now, you and I talked a couple of months ago. I had you on Saturday night with myself and my buddy Chris Foradas. And what we did that night was we did a lot of talk about your backstory and you. That's not what this is about tonight. Everybody that's here knows exactly who you are. We want to hear your takes on this team, where you think it's improved, where it's going to go, where it looks like in your eyes that it's going forward, and how confident you are in this season.
Good. I like that. Great question. First of all, I'm elated with the front office setup. There seems to be a synergy between everybody that I haven't seen in my years, since going back to Art Shell's days. But there's an energy there. I've been in the building a couple of times. There's an energy there down to the janitor. Everybody's just like popping around, strutting around, and that shield means something to them, and that that just filters down. It just rains all the way down. And I've spoken to Mark Davis a couple of times during the off season, and contrary to what everybody says or thinks about him, this guy is a businessman, and now he's brought the status of this organization up into the billions,
Thank you.
So you have to respect him for that. That Taj Mahal that we go inside, that to me was Al's dream, because that's all Al wanted, was his own spot that he didn't have to share with anybody. Yep. And even if we had gotten the stadium in Carson, which hindsight now we knew that shit it wasn't going to happen. But when I see that, when just driving up there, I get goosebumps looking at that. That's a work of art, and I don't see any other team even wanting something looking like that. So it's like custom made for us, They remember they used to call it the Rumba and all that, but it's like you love it, but you can't say it, and that's what being a Raider fan is. They hate us because they want to be us. That's just it, because we live it. We don't pull this shit off when it's off season. We wear this every day, and that's the pride that I take in it, man. We attack the world with this because we're like the black sheep of the league, and I think Al wanted it to be that way.
Yeah, no, we definitely wear black all the time.
So now, as far as the draft was great, I thought we did great in the draft. It's going to be interesting to see how these new players get their feet wet in the NFL. This ain't college. This is grown man football now. So it's going to be interesting to see how they adjust. Now, training camps been pretty intense, but again, they're not fully padded. So you only see that intensity on game days.
Yes. Yep.
And I've heard from several players that's played before that's a lot of reasons for the injuries that we see. You know, you got all these muscles, you got all this speed, you got all that power, but you're not calloused up.
Yeah, that's true.
You're not doing the tour days like back in the day. So you're not getting, you don't really get in game shape, I think, till about week 9 or 10.
Yeah. And you can see it now in the newer NFL. That teams struggle the first 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
It's almost like their
it takes about a
preseason
month.
You take them about a month to get going. Yeah.
I just like how you said speed, power, and muscles, and then Mark shows up on screen at the same time.
Right on cue, huh? That's it.
Everybody, now we have a full panel now. Mark Jones is now with us. So, Mark, how you doing, brother?
What's up, brother?
What's up, man? I had you on mute up here. Still
full blast.
It's about 78 degrees tonight. It's nice out here.
Whoa, really?
Yep.
Cigar weather for me.
Oh,
yes.
wow.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll tell you right now, it's about 58 outside here, and it's going to drop down into the high 40s tonight. So when you come out here, guys, make sure you bring a hooded sweatshirt because you will need it at night out here. You will be cold. I won't be cold. You guys will be cold. I'm used to that.
Oh, the people from Cali will definitely be cold. I can guarantee you that.
Oh, yeah. And you better hope next year the game's not in December because then you guys are screwed. You got to bring winter coats. No, see, like, and Wayne, I like your opinion and your side of this because you physically have been in the training camp. You've been in and out of that building, whether it's been doing different promos. You've met some of these players firsthand. Like, I mean, you met Genty his first day, and he was in the building. I know you've said it on my show, but I want you to say it here. What was it like meeting him, and what was your vibe that you got from Ashton Genty when you met him?
It's like, now I'm gonna go animal. It was like looking into the eyes of a young beast that didn't know how strong he was. Now, so when I shook his hand, I felt that power right then, and I'm like, wow, dude, this kid is knotted up. To myself, me and Rilla.
Yeah, he looks solid. Like,
this kid is not. Trust me, he's knotted up. So when you see him in uniform, he's still a kid, but this guy has a fire inside of him. I think that's what we related. He's got a fire that nobody needs to encourage him to be great. He already wants to be that. So him meeting us first sight. He was just like, damn, this is what Raider Nation is like? And we said, yes, get ready for it. Now, we're all friendly right now, but game day, there's a little bit different twist to it. I just told him, get ready. It's a different twist to us on game day.
I mean, I guess the other thing, too, is if you think about it, here's this kid fresh out of college. He's, 21 years old?
Yeah. And
one of the first interactions he meets a guy like yourself in your battle gear, and he meets a guy as a gorilla. If that's not intimidating, walking into Raider Nation's building, and that's your first interaction with basically the fan base at that moment was you two. I mean obviously there was no fear in the kid with that fact. Meeting two icons of the Black Hole and Raider Nation, and he seemed like he was unfazed by it. Like he's all business.
Yeah,
did he know who you guys were, Wayne? Like he knew.
He had seen us from afar, but he was saying seeing us in person is a different vibe. He was feeling the energy. Okay. It was a different vibe. So kudos to the team for putting that together.
Yeah, that was cool.
To me, that was an outside of the box kind of thinking process.
Yeah.
But it planted seeds that will manifest itself for years to come, man.
Yeah,
his whole family was there too, watching it. That's what made it exciting.
Oh, that's dope.
His whole family was watching the whole thing. So,
even the other promos you guys did for leading up to the draft, like with you sitting at the desk typing it, that type of stuff. Even though those little bits that they were doing, like when it was our turn type of thing, like even that. What was that commercial not the commercial, but the oh my God, why am I drawing a blank on it?
I don't know.
Like the draft promo that they did.
The ESPN thing, yeah.
Because even that, I mean, that's still pretty cool that you got involved in that, and it's it's another positive image for the Rays, because God knows we've had enough negative images.
Oh, the fans that sit in the inside in the oh my god, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
But just for them to even come up with that, because that I'm sure they had it ready, but we didn't know until they told us we were doing it that day. So it's just like wow, and they were watching how we adjusted to it, and me and Rilla was kind of laughing all morning like this is what we do, so they can't surprise us with nothing. So, and it's about being professional when you're there because you're representing something to me that's way bigger than us. And like I say, since 12 years old, man, this thing made my heart beat a certain way. That's just how it hit me as a kid. So to be in the office with the executives, like I say, Mark Davis came out, greeted us, Max stopped and greeted us. So it's just like they're on a different level with it now. And I think the ship is finally headed in the right direction from the top down.
Well, speaking of Mark Davis, obviously you got to meet him. Myself, Will, and Mark, they're both coming out here for the New England game. On Saturday, there's a special memorial in the city of Brockton, Massachusetts for Al Davis. They're unveiling a memorial plaque for him. That's the hometown that he was born in. When you see that, it's something that's so far removed from Raider Nation, like it's on the other side of the country. How does that make you feel when you see something like, our patriarch, our guy that started all this is being honored in such a way in such a small little city on the East Coast?
That kind of, to me, that kind of shows you, and I always use the phrase leaving footprints in concrete. It kind of shows you the depth of his journey and the effect that he's had around the world. That shield, like I say, is recognized globally. So when I hear people squabbling over territory, we don't have a territory. We got the world to conquer.
Yeah, worldwide. Yeah.
That's why it's one nation,
Hold on. Shameless plug here right now, guys. Guys, we have a bus going from Blake's to Brockton, Massachusetts for the plaque. Get in there, buy some tickets right up there with Raider Nation. We want to show how strong we are worldwide, nationwide. So make sure you guys get the tickets and we black out that bus, baby, on the way up to Brockton.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and when you say worldwide, like I remember even being in the military and being overseas and people seeing the logo and recognizing it, like, oh, Raiders, like yes, Raiders, like yeah, like Raiders, like just them seeing that and me showing them even sometimes how to do the chant, like like show me how to do that, like show them how to do that, or even when I go to Mexico and Cancun, seeing other Raider fans that were gathering for watch parties. The last thing I expected on my vacation in Cancun, I ended up at a Raider watch party because there were so many fans and we're so big everywhere. So yeah, man, you definitely are right when you say there's been footprints put all over the world and they still keep going, man, because we're everywhere. We're not just Vegas. We're not just California. Like we're everywhere. Yeah.
And you don't forget this part, the generational part. See, that's where I've been looking at it for 34 years. You hit the youngsters just like McDonald's did with the arches. That shield is like the arches. So every time you see that shield, you should get a chill. Like you say, when you meet somebody, I've met fans that we couldn't even speak the language. Yeah. All we did was hug each other, rock to that chill. That's the best feeling in the world when you're at the game, man.
Yeah, that's so awesome.
I posted it in the chat, but also the that link right there will take you to everything for all events for the weekend, this weekend in New England. It also at the very top, it's got I even added the weather channel to that now, so now you know the weather for the whole week while you're here too. I made sure of that. I did that yesterday. I'm like, I got to put that in there.
Did you happen to put the price of food and alcohol around the area in case, just so we can budget properly? Throw everything
in right now. It's going to be cheaper than LA. That's for darn sure. And probably cheaper than Vegas too. But also on that link near the very top, you're going to see a icon with Al Davis on it. If you click on that, that takes you right to MRide, which is the one that's actually set. Not MRide, even Everbright. Yeah.
Hey, shout out real quick to our boy Ray Travis for the $2 super chat, bro. We appreciate it with Raiders! Salute to the Raider Nation, man. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and supporting the show and what we do.
So everything's in there you need to know for the weekend. Times, locations, links, addresses. My phone number's in there, my email. If you need to reach me, reach out to me.
You're brave putting your phone number in there, man.
Hey, someone's gonna be the point of contact, and if it's
they got Google numbers for that. In case you didn't know, big dog. When I saw it was your real phone number, I was like, "That's his real number." Oh my god!
Hey, but I want to commend you guys for what you're doing, man. Just to be that far away from the hub, so to speak, but to still have that same energy as the hub. That's the strength of Raider Nation.
Yes,
and once we get done fighting and squabbling and bullshitting with each other over high school bullshit to me, and lock arms and move forward, because this is a whole movement here that 4 years ago I didn't even see happening, because I thought it was going to just fizzle out. And Mark Jones stepped in and shit started falling in place. And it has structure to it like we never have had. So kudos to you guys, man, for feeling that stuff and doing what you do, because you're influencing people that you don't even realize.
Yeah.
100%.
I appreciate that.
We ride for the shield, baby. So you know what? By the fans, for the fans. First and foremost, always. So
and it's always been
what you're doing and stuff too. We appreciate it, man. Getting the word out for everything. They don't expect what's going to be coming to New England. They don't expect this many fans coming from the other side of the United States.
They're going to be shocked.
Support their team. So get ready, because we are coming out there and we're supporting our team, and we're coming away with that dub. Remember, you heard it here first. It's going to happen.
Speaking.
Oh yeah.
But I like what you said, Mark. That energy that we bring, nobody's ready for that. But to us, it's normal.
Yeah.
But it's like I use my analogy. You look, Violator only gets to come out for 48 hours or so. So it's full bore until I go put him back in the closet. So balls to the wall.
Hey, we're going to have a good time Saturday night. So win, lose, or tie, we're going to have our fun no matter what happens out there. It's Blake.
Exactly. It's about memories. At the end of the day, it's about memories. We forget 100%. The scores of these games, but you remember the people that you run into, the conversation.
That is so true.
That you have.
That's what we're trying to bring back. You know what I mean? It's like people don't understand. Like when you take away tailgates and those hours and stuff, you're taking away our community. The thing that people go there early to get from.
Yeah.
I remember going to Oakland, you couldn't wait to get there to see everybody. Now it's like, oh, I got to hurry up and go to B-Lot because I got to go to J-Lot and then walk back over here. I only got so much time. Like what that's not fun. You know what I mean? That's not what it's about, man. We're gonna bring that back. You're gonna see it. We're gonna be bringing that back. That unity in the community. That whole thing that we have. That our culture has. That other teams don't even understand what we're talking about. They really don't.
They're taking notes, Mark. They're taking notes. Trust me. They're taking notes. But
well, I can tell you, we're about ready to give a master class this year. So pay attention.
The only problem is they're taking notes, but they're light years behind us.
Often imitated, never duplicated, my friend.
Yes.
You heard it here first, baby.
Absolutely.
Well, the plan is, too, on Sunday after the tailgate, probably like just a little after 12 o'clock. However, whoever's at the tailgate still, which I'm still expecting a few hundred at that point, based on all the information I'm getting, we're walking over en masse. We're going to have our own Movement of Black parade from the tailgate.
I'm bringing the flag, brother. Stadium. Yeah, we're flying the flag, man. We're bringing it.
Oh, you're bringing the flag? That is so awesome.
Let's go.
We're flying it, man. Dude, we're always ride, never hide, man. Like, we're proud of our team, what we're doing, man.
It's a movement, man. What? It's a movement.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I'm not going to take my jacket off with a Raiders shirt on. Like, what? Like, I'm loud and proud. I'm wearing it on the plane on Thursday.
Yes, sir.
Like, what are you going to pack?
That's the favorite part about traveling. When you leave and we're all wearing our Raider gear on the plane, we all just look at each other and we know where we're going.
You just give them the look and you're like, oh, yeah.
Yes,
sir.
I told the wife, I said, when I leave the house tomorrow to go pick Nate up from the airport in Boston, I said, I'm putting my vest on, and I am not taking that vest off until Monday afternoon when we finally get home, because we're staying over there in Boston Sunday night after the party. I'm not taking this thing off until I get back home. Until I know everybody's already on their way home, and Raider Nation that's came here for the week has come here for the weekend leaves. I'm not taking this thing off. I'm gonna have it straight on for every event, everything we do. So I want to be able to be seen. So they're like, oh yeah, that you need to know something. Go see that guy. Go look at that guy at the best.
They're
going to hard to pick out of the crowd anyway.
Yeah. All right, well, it's starting to sprinkle out here. I'm gonna move inside, man.
Okay.
No problem.
Rain, all right.
It rains in Vegas.
Yes, it rains.
They
got monsoons in Vegas,
bro.
I know.
It does up here.
Yeah. No, Violator is not going to the New England, but he is going to be at the home opener, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I was going to say about when you said dress like that, it's almost like I grew up in the South, so there was a term called meddling, like Dennis the Menace, that kind of meddling. When you put on those colors, that gets everybody else's attention. I don't know if you guys notice that when you step out, you could be going to the post office, but everybody in line is going to turn and give you a look once they spot what you got on. And it's a conversation starter. So I've met more opposing fans just by wearing my colors, and
same.
They want to talk about football, but once you open up about Raiders and they feel that passion, it's like, whoa, dude, whoa. I'm like, hey man, it's you open it up. So, but it's about the stories at the end of the day. Like I said, we forget the scores of the games.
That is so true. Yeah,
it's the memories, man. And I encourage people to lock in with that. Make those memories. Don't come to a game thinking, oh, we don't have a chance of winning this one. You don't even worry about the game. You worry about what you're doing before the game.
You're
Once you're in the game, then put all that doubt aside. Bring that A game. That's the first rule of being a Raider fan. Bring your A game. Fuck what the record is. A game.
One of my biggest memories, you're right, was meeting some Raider fans from Germany, and they loved the Dos Equis beer that I was drinking, and they kept trading me their beers for my beer. And I will always remember those German dudes. I didn't understand a word they said. They would just yell Dos Equis, and I'd be like, "Yeah, sure, take it."
See, that's that interchanging of culture right there.
Yeah, that was so much
That's what
fun.
makes us great, man. Everywhere you go, people are different, but they all party in their way.
Yeah, that's so true.
You know what's weird? We went to Buffalo in 2009, and we ran a tailgate up there. And
that's right, Steven.
The amount of people that came from Canadians that came down that were Raider fans, I was blown away by it. Because the biggest problem we had was the money exchange, because people are like, well, because it's like, well, you're giving me a $10 bill. I'm not sitting there doing math to convert this, but the amount of Canadian, and there was a bus that didn't even make it because they got stopped at the border because someone didn't have their ID to get in, and it just caused a whole mess. But the amount of Canadian fans that came to Buffalo for that weekend was insane. It was, and they were Raider fans, tons of them. That shocked me. I wasn't expecting that one. I thought they were all going to be Buffalo Bills fans, but
But you know what you just said, Jeff, and I'm just sharing some of my experiences over the years where I've run into fans who kind of take the whole thing for granted. Like, oh, we got 16 games or 17 games. It's like tomorrow is not promised for any of us. So you approach each game like you approach each day, I hope, like it could be your last. So that's also in those 24 hours, you try to squeeze all of that out. That's living, not just existing, going through the motions.
Yeah. Yep.
Man. I really love what you're talking about, Wayne. I love that you're talking about us coming together, being family. I'd be like Mark saying it. I'd be like in the president's meeting, he said it. We want to make every away game exciting, bringing that love, bringing that energy, just bringing that family spirit. And can't say the word camaraderie. You guys know I can't say it.
Camaraderie.
Yes, there we go.
I got you.
For me. And I'd be like, but it's just awesome to see that energy and that love and that passion with Raider Nation again. I mean, like, I feel like that had been lost for years.
Well, it's like you say, you have to have a nucleus, like with anything, that is kind of like the heartbeat or sets the tone. Like if we talking football, so in football, from that first kickoff, whether you're receiving or you kicking off, somebody out there has to make that one hit that sets the tone for the day.
Yep.
Gets the whole team fired up. So,
I mean, I'm excited for the whole weekend coming up, but I think the thing that's actually got me really excited is the fact that everybody that's coming to go to that game, we get to see this variation of this team, this regime, these players. We get to see Ashton Genty touch the ball in an actual NFL game live in front of us before anybody else. Yeah. It's unfortunate that we're not opening this season in Vegas. I get that, and I that sucks that we're not. But we're the fortunate ones that get to see this first before anybody else, and we're seeing it with our own eyes. I'm excited for that. I'm excited to be there when this kicks off. Like when that ball gets kicked off, it's like game on, let's go. Just smack the other team, smack the Patriots in the mouth, and let's just destroy them. And the other thing for me that's really exciting is the fact that I'm taking my son to his first game. His first Raider game, his first real NFL game. So I'm excited for that too. He's not a little kid. He's 30 years old. This is the first chance I'm getting to take him.
With my first game thing, make sure you take a picture like that.
Yeah. Have him get on his knees like a little kid. He's 30, so not like he's a little dude.
Hey, it's all right.
But I'm excited. I'm excited to meet you guys that are coming out here. I'm excited to meet Raider Nation that's traveling all this way out here. And I want to put on a good time with everybody. I want to put on a good show. I want everybody to enjoy themselves. The one thing I can't control is the game. That's the only thing that I have no control over. So love me, hate me, whatever, but just don't hold that against me. That's all I ask. I'm just excited.
Hey, as a Raider fan, they know what they're signing up for.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You want to talk about loyalty from a fan base, you know what I mean? Like we haven't had a lot about, for a little bit. So, but it just feels a little bit different this year. It feels like we have some adults in the room here, some people that have been there before. You got I would say a future Hall of Fame coach. That guy's pretty much done it at every level, at a high level.
Yeah.
Our offensive coordinator, all these guys, they've shown that they know how to do it. So we'll see if they can put it all together. Because again, it's like you see teams that have a lot of talent, but can they play like a team? You know what I mean? That's the thing. It's like, look at, even in basketball, like, and no offense to LeBron James fans or whatever, but in this day and age of basketball where people just choose who they want to be, they put these super teams together, but sometimes they don't win because, you can have the best talent, but it's like the best team wins, not the best talent, the best team.
Yeah.
So we don't have to have the best talent out of there. We just have to have the best team on Sunday. And just score more points than they do. You know what I mean? That's pretty much it. So, it'll be interesting. I'm excited to see this in person for the very first time, like the new chapter for us. We've had a new coach almost every year for a while. So I think we got it right here in time. Certainly not for lack of effort, and that's the other thing too. You hear a lot of people, talk about Mark Davis and whatever. What has that guy not done to try to win here? He hired like an ex-Patriots coach because like they were winning everything. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's not like we like the Patriots. The guy's willing to do whatever to win. Mm-hmm. So, and if you ever spent any time with him, which I know Violator has and stuff too, that guy wants to win. You know what I mean? He does not want to be in the shadow of his dad and not win. He wants to win his own trophy. Let me tell you that right now. He wants his own trophy.
When you talk to him, you feel it.
I think he's going to get it. I hope he does because, like Violator, we're lucky enough to see all three of those wins, and they were unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Look at the sorry ass Chiefs who lost everything for 50 years can get on a run for whatever.
Oh my God, yes.
Enjoy that because you didn't do shit for 50 years. Okay, so please zip it.
Yeah.
Right? But you know what? Hey, it's your time. Good. Enjoy that. Okay. That's coming to an end on there too. But our time's coming, man. It really is. Yeah.
I just hope the nation as a whole can feel that same way. It's something about putting positive juju in the atmosphere. It's contagious. Like when you come to our events, there's people, there's always some new people, and you can feel them kind of like feel their way around. But when you grab them and embrace them with that love, you feel them relax. In that split second, you're like, oh, I'm good. Yeah, you with family.
I'm home. Yeah. Feel like I'm at home. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that is so true. You do feel like you're with family.
Well, think about that. Think about the first like black hole party or like Raider party you went to like that. If you're like a member of a different club, whatever. It's like, come in there, you're like, man, this is like, you know what? These are like my people right here.
Yeah. My first time at Ricky's, it felt like that. And I was from LA. I was like, oh, this is like, man, I belong here.
I got spoiled at Ricky's. Yeah.
I mean, and no knock on the new place, man. I'm glad they have it back open and they do the thing over there. But the original, I don't know anybody. I remember my first time coming up there. It was actually my first time I was coming up to meet Rob with a Black Hole.
Okay.
And I probably spent at least an hour from the minute I walked in the door, going around every bit of that place, looking at all the stuff they had on the wall. I mean, that's what I would love to build a really cool fan museum like that here in Las Vegas. There's a place to do it here.
Oh, that would be awesome.
All kinds of really cool, old, like just nostalgic, like, because I mean, when you look back at the Raiders have a rich history, especially with our fan base, and it'd be really cool to celebrate that, like with something like that here in Vegas. And so hopefully at some point we'll be able to do that. But that's what Ricky's was like for me. It was like going back in time and going to a whole. I mean, they had everything you could ever imagine in there. Remember that?
Yeah. Even the black and white pictures.
Yeah.
I mean, and the most obscure, like weird stuff too, that just had Raider logos on it, or stuff with Kenny Stabler and like Hooters, like or whatever. I mean, just all kinds of just really obscure, off the wall stuff in there. But it was really cool, man. And I think anyone who's ever had the opportunity to visit that place would say the same thing. It's like it's just one of those places where if you were there,
like where else can you go as a fan base to go and you sit there and you look up and you're drinking with Kenny Stabler and Phil Villapiano, and they're just there like any other. Yeah,
you ain't lying. That's cool.
Yeah, there wasn't social media or anything like that back then either.
Right. Yeah, there wasn't. You were just hanging out. Yeah.
I mean, I've been fortunate enough to be able to be with Phil Villapiano at one of the parties we helped host in New York City years ago, and I'm standing at the bar. He comes over, he stands next to me, and we had videos up on the on the TV playing back when we had to use a DVD. And I don't know if you know what those are, James, but we actually slapped the VHS in. And all of a sudden, it's a point where he's being interviewed, and then they show video of him tackling. He's standing right next to me. He goes, hey, I know that effing guy. He goes, that guy's a crazy son of a bitch. And then him and I stood there talking for like 15, 20 minutes. I bought him a drink. He bought me. I mean, it's so cool when you can sit or stand and talk to players like that, especially him, man. He's just got so many stories, and he's such an awesome guy to talk to. I
was taking a picture with Wayne in Oakland. And then out of nowhere, this voice is like, why the fuck am I not in this picture? And it was Phil Villapiano. Came up just to take a picture with us.
Yeah.
Well, that's why one of the intros for one of my shows, I snuck one of my, because it's all Raider greats in the pictures, but then I snuck one in of me and Phil standing there with, making a fist, and he's showing his ring.
Yeah.
That New York trip, the two of us together. I'm like, I got to sink that one in there. I got a question from.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Wayne. I'll let you. No, go for it, bro.
No, I was just saying what I would like to see from the new generation of players is that same pride. And I know things are different and it's more about business, but that same pride that the OGs had for that shield.
Right.
And when you hear their stories, if it don't give you goosebumps, I really need to check your fan card. I mean, they'll pour their heart out in a story. And if that don't give you chills, and especially if you were at the games that they're talking about, you need to turn your fan card in.
so true. Yeah.
So I got a question for both Mark and Wayne. You both have been to training camps. You've seen the fans' reaction. The fans obviously seem like they're more engaged. How does that make you, Wayne, feel as far as like your Violator persona? How does that make you feel with that? And Mark, kind of the same question with you, but how does that make you feel going forward with the ideas that you had to give more back to the fans and get the fans more engaged now that you see that they're more engaged right now because of the direction?
It's like a big B12 shot. That's what it felt like at training camp to me. And fans that I hadn't seen before. But the energy that they had, and when, like I say, when those two energies come together, sparks should fly. And that's what we're trying to generate universally. Just that spark. And for us to not section ourselves off anymore. You know.
Oh, yes.
Take down the fences, man. Love each other as a family. We say it, but we got to live that too.
You're 100% right. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Unity in the community, right?
Unity in the community. Now that sounds kind of corny, but that's got a lot of meaning to it.
It does.
Yeah, it pretty much sums it up, you know. And I think for me, it kind of all starts at the top, and seeing Coach Carroll wanting to open up practices for the fans.
Yes,
I really like seeing that, you know. And I know people are sick of me saying this, but I'm going to keep saying it until it changes. But, you know, the fan experience, you know, for most of us fans has continued to be less while the price to get in is higher. You know,
Yeah.
so, you know, for us, you know, as a fan base, just to feel like, hey, you know what, someone's at least kind of throwing something out there for us, or you know, opening that up, because, you know, like I said, for, you know, for me and my three sons, if I still live in California and come out here to a game right now, you know, and traveling here and everything else for a weekend, it's $2,000 easy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, it is, especially if you have a few cocktails, you start gambling.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so close, right?
Yeah.
I say that to say this, which is, I think that I hope that the Raider organization, you know, continues to recognize that, hey, you know what, when you put the welcome mat out for the fan base, you know, they actually really do appreciate it, you know, a lot. It goes a long way to us, because for a lot of people, the NFL, you know, stands for like no fan loyalty. They don't feel like anyone's loyal to the fans anymore. You know what? Especially in the day of free agency now, where a lot of players are on a team for a year, 2 years. Man, I just bought a jersey for I bought a, you know, Devontae Adams jersey, you know, last week, and now he's you know, on the Jets. Like, what? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you talk about Phil Villapiano, those guys, those cats, you know, they played their heart out for a team, for their career, for a lot of those guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Business today, right? It's not, but let's not forget who pays for the business. Okay, the team shows up on a field and they play a game. The fans are the one that pay everything around that. The fans are the ones that fund this. We fund this. Okay, people forget about it. You know what I mean? But we're the ones that fund this, and so, you know, we would like to have a little bit of a say in kind of how, you know, things go, and we do appreciate when we're spending, you know, $2,000 for a weekend for a family of four, that you feel like, you know, maybe you got $2,300 worth of fan experience. You know?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's not too much to ask, is it really? I mean, the Atlanta Falcons have proven it. The Atlanta Falcons, when they built their stadium there, and you can Google this, they made a decision to basically go the opposite way, which is to try to lower concessions and parking and things like that as much as they could. And they're serving beer in there for $5. And what happened is their revenues increased by 61%. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
Baltimore's doing that now
by 61%, but I can tell you one thing, because I do know math. If you've increased your sales by 61%, you're going to make somewhat of a profit in there. Okay.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And again, there's other ways to do that, but why do you have to put a cash umbilical cord on the fans to do it? They prove that you don't have to do that. Their fan experience, as far as like, you know, overall ratings go, the fan experience is off the chart over there. The fans loved it. You know, everyone loves, you know, that it's just really well received. And again, there's different ways to do it, you know, and I wish that other teams would take a look at that. You know what I mean? Maybe it doesn't work here in Vegas. Maybe it doesn't work where we're some, but, you know, all we're saying is take a look at it, you know, because we'd appreciate that. If you want to have, if you don't want people out tailgating, or you don't want people buying stuff other places, make it affordable for people to go in the stadium and enjoy that beautiful stadium and have something to eat that's not like $18 for a beer. You know what I mean? I don't think that's
I don't know if the Raiders do this or not, but I know Baltimore is doing something different. I saw the other day, which I thought was freaking awesome. It pertains to fantasy football. They sell packages at the Ravens Stadium where for a team of a league of like 12 owners.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
It's out to like $60 per person or per owner. You can have your draft inside the stadium in one of the suites. It includes the food. It includes the drink. I don't know if Vegas does anything like that, but that's a great option to get more fans.
Vegas does it, but around the casinos they do it a lot. The stadium itself, they don't really because they have so many events.
Stadium, that's what Baltimore does. They do it
because they use so many events at that stadium. It's a little different, but yeah.
But I thought
they do have the discount areas though. I mean, I sit up in the above areas. I don't sit below. So there is one stand that sells like the nachos for like $3. The soda is free refills. Once you buy the cup, you can go get the refills on the soda. You don't have to keep going back and forth. So there is little things like that, but the alcohol is outrageous. If I have to spend $45 for 2 beers, that's crazy. Yeah.
Getting back to Mark's point about what he was talking about, how getting the fans engaged by doing things for the fans, which is what his vision is with the Black Hole going forward, trying to, attract the fans more towards, there's other options basically that you can partake in. And I know that was your vision, is to, give back to the fans, get the fans more engaged, and it's a stepping stone, so, I mean, I commend you for that thought process and that goal going forward to get more fans involved. And I think that with Pete Carroll here and opening it up to fans like he's been doing has helped a lot too, I think.
That was huge.
Yeah. I will just say it's not really anything new. We're just trying to, back in Oakland we had D-Lot. It was really great. It was a real sense of community there. We had vendors in there. We had people, there's just a big sense of community there, and you could hang out there all day. And a lot of times we didn't even go into the game until after like the first quarter because we were out there having a good time. That was back when like DirecTV could have a satellite dish out there,
The little people would have their motorhomes out there with the DirecTV.
Yeah, man. So we're like tailgating, all this stuff. Yeah, it was great. You know what I mean? And again, I'm not saying like we need to bring motorhomes and stuff in there, but we would like to basically at least have a sense of community where we could start at 8:00, not a gate open at 9, where you don't get set up until about 9:45, and then you're not tailgating until 10. Then you have to clean up at 12:45, and then the game's at 1. You know what I mean? It's like saying, yeah, no, you guys can tailgate, but they make it so difficult that you say, God, is it even worth it? And they go, probably not. You should just come inside and do that. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, like if we want to have a tailgate, we want to have a tailgate. I don't want to have a half-assed tailgate, but some watered-down version of a tailgate. There's no reason to do it, in my opinion. You know what I mean? And so we're still working on that. But we're going to try to bring that back. And basically all it is bringing back a sense of community for the fans. Some of the fans can go and basically have that sense of community. We can have vendors there, but we can do it all on the up and up. You know what I mean? We're permitted for it. It's private property. We have our own space, our own thing, like our own Raiderverse. You know what I mean? And again, we just asking for just like our little plot of land,
Right.
Sharecropping over across the Legion over there, man. Like, we don't care. we don't care if we're in the hood over there. It's like, it's fine, man. We just want to be left alone to do our thing. It's like Raider fans doing Raider shit, man. Just leave us alone. So whatever.
We need the Black Hole to make enough money so we can buy property and build our own facility there.
Yeah, well, maybe once Mark Davis invests in the club, we'll be able to do that because his house is pretty sweet, I gotta say.
I saw the design and everything for his house.
It
looks like a mini version of the HQ. It's that same shop design, and I think it looks awesome.
No question who lives there, right?
Yeah.
Looks more like a museum than a house.
It does. Yeah.
I don't want to lose my car keys in that thing, though, man. I'm trying to you imagine losing your like. I put my air tag and everything I own in there. Someone could die in there. You won't find that body for like a
couple
week.
Days at least, huh?
Yeah. Damn.
So what? Wayne, what's going to be your part of opening weekend in Vegas, what is it you're actually going to be involved in out there with the Black Hole? And
what won't you be?
Yeah, right.
Hey, you guys don't even know the schedule. Listen, I'm just gonna say one thing about Violator, Gorilla, like all these guys. Nobody has any idea at all what it takes to do what these guys do, especially every home game or whatever, and just the different appearance stuff, everything. I mean, we literally have a spreadsheet with appointments and different things, and we're gonna be like different appearances, different things, different stuff for kids, different stuff for that or whatever. These guys never say no. Especially like anything that we could do in the community or anything like that, they're always showing up and showing out, all of them. And it's like, you guys don't like raise the bar, you are the bar. You know what I mean? And man. So yeah, a lot. A lot.
But when you try to explain that to just the average fan that runs up on you and like, hey, aren't you going to be? And my short way of saying is, I'm following my itinerary for the weekend. And I'm not lying. It's just, we've got invited to like weddings and all kind of parties, but we have to gracefully say no and then kind of give them a short explanation, not just say no and shut them off. That's not the Raider way. But if you try to go into what we're doing, when you ask that question, I'm thinking, well, hell, first thing on Friday morning about 3 a.m., I'm here getting dressed to drive to Vegas for my first appointment for Modelo. So, and it's nonstop after that, brother. But as far as the memories goes, you can't put a price on that. You do it till you can't do it.
Yeah.
Because you just
you guys are all over the place. Because I think I was at the draft and I went 2 places and I was tired. But I know you guys were like, you went to the cigar lounge, you went to the Modelo party, then you went upstairs to the other party. You were on the bus, like, oh man.
Hey man, thank God for M-Ride, because you know what, man, those it's good having a transportation partner, especially around Vegas, because they don't play, they just zip right. So yeah, that was
the biggest blessing, I think, because what do you call it? Logistics, getting from one spot to the other can be chaos. Even in that little small strip area, it can be chaotic. So
Wayne, Dub Raider says he's got a special stick for you to enjoy at the home opener.
Nice. Yes, he's got some other stuff coming up, but like I say, we just got a chance to break bread the other night. And with some sticks at a special spot, you'll see the interview. He's gonna have it out. But man, if I could do that with every Raider fan, my God, just that camaraderie, just positive energy. Nothing negative came. That whole time we were together, nothing negative came up. That's the kind of atmosphere we're trying to create.
Yeah.
It's easy to be that Debbie Downer, but to put positive energy out there takes a little thought, and you got to have something pumping here.
Well, let's add some positivity right now here. We'll start with Violator. What's your prediction for this Sunday against the Patriots?
I see a tight game, but I see us eking out. I'm going to say 24-17, something like that.
Mark, what do you got?
That's exactly what I was thinking right there too. I'm like, we probably let them get like a couple touchdowns and a field goal or whatever. But I love the fact in preseason, like you really didn't see anything.
No,
you really didn't see anything or whatever. And
it was as vanilla as could be. So
yeah. But you look at, everyone talks about Genty out of the backfield, like running whatever. We haven't even talked about you guys remember back in the days of Charlie Garner and give that guy about 2 or 3 steps and just toss him the ball. You already saw what happened. Some of these guys have gotten his way. I mean, I see him in the fourth quarter really, really bringing some guys down, because for anyone who's ever played like football competitively like that, man, the fourth quarter's tough, and you got a guy like that who's like fresh legs, and he's just going, man, it literally breaks your will. It's hard. And I just see that guy wearing defenses down, man, in the fourth quarter. And then, Mostert, I mean, you know what I mean? Like those guys can all catch the ball too. You know what I mean? And that's what you can't cover everyone. You got Brock. I mean, it's like, I don't want to get too excited for the offense, because we're only going to go as far as our offensive line is going to bring us, I think.
Bingo.
But that's going to be a work in progress, and I really feel like about week 4 or 5, that line's going to gel one way or another. We'll see who's in there, and hopefully we're healthy. But I think we absolutely win this first game in New England. Like Violator, I think it's like 24-17. But I think we win. I think we win it soundly, though. You know what I mean? I think we'll definitely make some mistakes. We'll probably start out maybe a little bit slow. But I think once we get the momentum and once we start finding what works right there, it's going to be really difficult to stop because just seeing some of the stuff in preseason, I mean, it looks pretty promising. You know what I mean? It's like, Brock Bowers, I mean, it's just like this guy's not going to have a sophomore slump, okay?
No. I mean, I don't expect him to have the same stats as last year, but I do expect him to have more than 4 touchdowns, though. I think that's
not Brock. Brock did it his entire college career.
Jeff.
There's no reason. Yeah.
Hey, Jeff, he won't need to if they spread the ball around.
Well, that's just it. There's more options
that we haven't had.
Thornton Jr. with that back shoulder. I mean,
well, there's 2 things here. There's more receiving options, and we got running backs now.
Yes.
We got a running back and we got a quarterback that can control the team.
That will help a tough offensive line, like a mediocre offensive, like if that play action works, where they got to protect against that, whatever, that's going to give them at least a little bit, maybe that will be the difference. But you definitely got to play against that. So we'll see.
I like the Raiders take. Raider Nation will win the tailgate guarantee.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, what's your thought process on the score? What do you got you're going to be there, so.
So, thought process on the score, man. It's going to be a tight game. I think we're going to see a really defensive game. I don't really predict us like having a high-scoring game, but I'm going to tell you like this. Genty's going to eat the ground game like I'm eating this chicken right now, like this.
Come on.
All day long, baby.
You're freaking wild, man.
What's your prediction on the score?
I didn't think it's going to be a fucking close game at all. Give me the Raiders to pull away and win this game 35-20.
Is that James saying that?
35-20.
You said 35-20.
I'm predicting that Gino has 300 passing yards with 3 touchdowns.
Wow.
Right fucking now.
Talking. Love it. Yeah.
I don't know who this James is. Normally, he's very negative.
I was going to say, where'd the James go that we normally have? Mr. Debbie Downer.
Hey, dog,
we are going to see Pete Carroll and his 75-year-old ass running up and down the field, jumping over things, and just having a blast. I really think the Raiders are going to pull away, and I think a lot of people think this game is going to be closer than it's really going to be. I don't see any way that you're going to stop Brock Bowers. I think Brock Bowers easily, in my opinion, is going to have at least 5 receptions. Easy. Minimum. He's going to have at least 5 receptions. I would say Brock probably goes for at least 80, anywhere from 80 to 100 plus yards.
Chuck's car for president right now, baby.
Well,
Chuck's car for president.
Why I go and try and find the real James. Leo, what's your prediction on the score?
Honestly, it depends on how our trenches play. If we can get after Drake, don't give him time to take advantage of our secondary, then we could really set the tone and be physical with his team. Get out ahead of them in front, give the ball to Jensen, get the ball to Brock. But if we have to play catch up, that might be a little different. Yeah. But as long as we can control that tempo, I don't think it's going to be high scoring. before I say we score over 25 points, I got to see it with my own eyes. It's been a minute since that 63-point game, that we've been able to put some points up. So I think it'll be more like a 21-14, something like that. Yeah.
Who was the quarterback for that game?
For who?
That 63-point game?
The defense won that game, sir.
Yeah, but who was the quarterback?
The defense won that game.
I had a prediction of 27-14. I think the big factor is that kid Campbell, the rookie left tackle. I think if we get the best of him, that's going to make Drake.
Well, he's going to go against Coots, right? Because Max goes against the right.
But they could. Yeah, but that doesn't make a difference. They could still move Max around. They could put him on him and just let him have a field day.
No, Malcolm Kuntz is going to go off, man.
Yeah, that's why I think Malcolm. Malcolm.
Yeah, that guy's been waiting for his opportunity, man, because he wants to get paid too. That's you know what I mean. It's like,
there you go. Yeah.
This is it right here, man. This is like a perfect year, man. You know what? They brought him back for this, and it could have won either way, but they brought him back, and I think he understands the opportunity he has, and so it's like up to him to make the most of it. And I think he will. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's in great shape, so
And speaking of that part, that young kid that we got from the Rams, that was a steal too. Shows you that our scouting teams are actually scouting. So watch out. We may have a couple of other additions before this thing's said and done.
I think there were two tremendous pickups for us. I think that kid Book is going to make a big impact too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And just what Jamal Adams has done so far. I mean, Jamal Adams is kind of like the dark horse in all this. As he stays healthy, I think that's a big deal. Having him in,
they have him slotted as the backup linebacker right now. But
Good. He played the whole game. Just come in spurts and tear stuff up.
Yep.
Amari Cooper. That's another one. That's
another one nobody's talking about either.
No. I don't have
regardless of how he acted when he was with us before. Everybody saw it. I thought he didn't care.
You know what? He's always been that way, though. He's been consistent from every. That's just his personality. He's very
like,
you know what I mean? Like, but hey, I can see if he was one way here, then he was another way there. But he has been the same every team. Just kind of like like you just said. Somebody said like he didn't really care. Like he's playing whatever. Like I'm really good. Like I always have been. You know what I mean? It was like I wake up in the morning and I piss greatness. So like, what's up?
Mm-hmm.
but now at this stage of his career, I think he's got a little something to show people too. So that's
because
absolutely. Look at he has an opportunity to finish really strong here. You know what I mean? Because he's got somebody who can get him the ball.
Get him the ball. Yeah.
And that guy, say what you want. I mean, how many years was he here? Like he was in Pro Bowl like at least like almost every year except for one that he was with us.
Yeah.
So, because we had him on his rookie deal. So
we had him on his rookie deal before we traded him away. Yeah,
three Pro Bowls in 4 years, probably.
But when he said that he has unfinished business, that's saying a lot. Saying that little right there.
Look at Devin White too. You don't think that guy? I mean, and the word on the street is like he just had a lot. He went through a lot. And that just like personally. I mean, look at people forget that everyone's a human being too, man. And like aside from football, life and shit happens. You know what I mean? And it's got to be really difficult to be able to focus at that level with other things going on. And so, you know what? Sometimes people have an off year like that. But for us to be able to pick him up, and for him to, he looked pretty good. So, God, if he is like 75% of what he used to be, we got to steal with that too.
And compare the linebacker room now to what it was last season.
Yeah, I love Spillane, man. Like that cat, I just, he reminded me of kind of like a Bill Romanowski like style guy.
Yeah.
Just like
Brad Miller, Bill Romanowski, yes, a headhunter.
Yeah. We haven't had like a really solid, consistent guy since like Greg Beekert, even Denzel.
Since him.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But Denzel Perryman was also another one, man. That guy laid the wood too, man.
He did for his size.
He just kept getting hurt too much.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or Burfict kept getting thrown out of the game.
Oh, Burfict got thrown out. I was so excited for him.
they picked on Vontaze.
They did. They were just waiting.
But they had to do it because that would have gone against their whole thing is we're playing safe football. He didn't play safe
I don't even
football.
know how you tackle someone and like have to like roll off of them when you're like what? I mean, it's
it's so different the way they're trying to teach them now.
Yeah, he was
like
talking
a dance move now or something.
Yeah, you got to fall a certain way. Come on, 350 in the air. Can you imagine Wilkins trying to fall off somebody after he?
You actually have to think before you hit someone now.
Well,
that slows you down. If you're thinking, Leo, that slows you down.
Yeah, it slows you down. Yeah.
You're not supposed to think. You're just supposed to react.
You're just supposed to lay the wood. Yeah.
They never had a problem with that when Tony Saragusa was,
There you go on Rich Gamble. Come on.
Yeah, right.
Don't bring up that memory.
No, I was there. Not a problem at all.
We were like, oh, not again. Always so close.
Oh yeah, yes again.
Steelers like always so close, and then
change the game right there. Change the whole game.
So let me ask you guys both this then. What is your major concern with this team going into this week, and what do you think is the major weakness?
Corners for me.
Yeah.
If you don't get at Drake May, he's gonna pick that back end apart.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, James.
I'm with you. I think our secondary is definitely like a little shaky in there. I mean,
I
think Jeremy Quinn is actually playing, pretty well, man. And I think that, but the offensive line is also the thing for me where we'll just have to see how that works. They got JPJ now at guard and there was other guy here, so it's a little different. So, but again, like. The fuck what do I know, right? It's like
I'm not worried about the offense.
They're probably like, we're worried too, but don't worry about it. So, I mean, we're going to see. It'll be interesting, but again, it's game one, so both teams are going to be kind of figuring it out a little bit because let's face it, preseason is like a walkthrough.
Yes, sure is.
Right? And nobody shows anything, no one practices anything. It's just so it's kind of like what week 3 or 4. You're going to kind of see like who's figuring it out and who's going to have to like go back to the drawing board, basically. So I hope
and their bodies adjust too from the real hitting. I was telling you.
You said it earlier, man. Like getting in game shape. Yeah, like around week 7
to 8 by the bye week. Now they'll be ready. There'll be some calluses and
these guys aren't out doing 2-a-days in the summer anymore.
Right.
No, that's
Beaker told me that himself. He says that's why they get injured. They ain't calloused up for the game.
Yeah, they're not ready. Mm-hmm.
So,
makes sense. So
go ahead, James. I know you want to say something. I saw you raise your hand.
Yeah. I think our weakness right now, easily, I'm gonna say our weakness is gonna be between Jordan Meredith and JPJ. Because
how are they the weakness?
I'm not sold on the Jordan Meredith at center experiment.
I got you.
I'm really not sold on that. And JPJ is something that's just not right about that equation with them being moved around between each other. Something's just not there's something there, and I just don't think it's right. And then I think our other possible weakness, probably on the defensive side of the ball, is probably going to be at that defensive tackle position potentially.
But you don't see any problem with the corners.
I see a problem, Eric. I see a problem with Eric Stokes.
Just him?
He's the main one I'm worried about.
Oh, okay.
So the two guys you don't have to worry about the most are the ones you're most worried about. So I'll put this in perspective for you, okay? JPJ played one season at Oregon at center his senior year. Before that, he played guard, okay?
A great guard, not just mediocre.
You want me to be completely honest with you? I'll be completely honest with you right now, Jeff. I'll be completely honest with you. I think JPJ has an injury that we don't know about. I'll tell you out there right now.
I'm going to tell you what it is. I'm going to put it all in perspective for you. So JPJ was playing center when the preseason started in the training camps. And if you notice, when Kappa was out there, Kappa was calling the assignments for the offensive line. Right. For some reason, JPJ was not grasping the call-outs. He wasn't grasping the assignments. Kappa was calling that. Kappa as a guard should not be the one calling that out. That should be relying on your center. So there were reports that he was having difficulties adjusting to the new system and the new scheme. So they moved him to guard. As a guard, if you watch the last game when he was out there and they were pulling, he is a mauler. He is fast. He's big. Anybody that's in his way, you don't want to be in his way. He is going to roll right over you like a steamroller, a fast steamroller. He's better at guard than he is at center. I'm telling you. Yes, everybody's enamored with him because he played center last year and he played so well at it. Look at the system. Look at what we had. How well really was he at it? He was just the best on a real weak-ass offensive line, to be honest with you. Okay? So, yes, he's going to shine because he looked like the best player out there outside of Glaze. Because Miller wasn't available for most of the season, and when he came back, he was still injured. So, yes, he's going to look great. Now that everybody's healthy, everybody's back, he doesn't look as good as he did at center. He's a better player at guard. A guard is more – just picture Gene Upshaw. When Gene Upshaw played, what was he like? He was a mauler. When he pulled, you didn't want to be in his way, and that's what they're using JPJ for. JPJ is going to do better things for this offensive line in that position.
It's good to have the versatility.
Fine with the offensive line. My biggest weakness is Parham. That's the one I worry about the most. But when you watch Parham pull, he's good. That's one of the few times I had a lot of praise for him last season was when he pulled, he looked good. So I'm proud of what this offensive line is going to be going forward, and we'll see Sunday. We'll see what comes up with this, but I think they're going to be fine. People are panicking for nothing.
Well, let me tell you this, Jeff. Okay, let me tell you this, Jeff.
Go for it.
You still have Jordan Meredith playing center,
and he hasn't played bad in the preseason.
No, he's played good. He's played great.
Yeah, he hasn't looked bad
in the preseason. Those first 2 preseason games, you cannot tell me that Jordan Meredith was not getting mauled. You cannot tell me that he was not going from the line of scrimmage 5 yards backwards. You just can't tell me that.
Oh my God!
Keep in mind, everybody. This is the guy that didn't have a problem with the secondary.
I'm just not buying it. Because if he wasn't getting thrown 5 yards off the line of scrimmage, Ashton Genty probably would have had more rushing yards, right? At least that's according to the things Mr. Raider Will has said when talking about Ashton Genty during the preseason.
Don't do that right now.
Ashton Genty couldn't get the yards because the offensive line wasn't doing his job, right? Right or wrong?
We'll see on Sunday.
Are we contradicting ourselves or not contradicting ourselves? I'm confused.
How do you think we're going to score 35 points if you're questioning our offensive line?
Chat, am I recalling this correct, chat?
James, listen. How are we scoring 35 points if your biggest fear is the O-line?
I told you,
that's contradicting yourself now.
Hey,
don't question the O-line, bro. Say we're gonna light it up. That Pete Carroll's gonna run up and down the field because we're gonna come out there and score 35 points. But my biggest fear is our offensive line. Stop.
Let me add something to it. I said 300 passing yards, 3 passing touchdowns from Gino. Okay, now I'll up the ante. I'll give you a rushing touchdown from Gino. That's 4.
You're still worried about Meredith.
Hold on. Hold on. That's 4 touchdowns, which means you probably get what? At least one out of Genty. That's 5. That's 35. Let's talk about it.
How do you get those yards? How do you get Gino to throw 300? You block for him. The center and the guard block for him.
Yes, but even Gino has mobility, so he can move out of the pocket to extend the play and still pass
now
the
he's
ball.
Michael Vick. Okay.
You're not looking at that.
For that, three touchdowns and a running touchdown. Yeah, that's gonna be good.
You're not looking at the big picture.
It's all in.
Stop, James. Just stop.
You're not. I don't think you're looking at the big picture there, Leo.
Stop.
I think you're just trying to make noise, and it's not happening. Not today.
Not today.
I mean,
hey, I put it down.
It's not the show. It's not the show for that. Not today.
I put it down.
I'm down. But I'll move on to this one, and I'll answer it. I think you guys are looking at it correctly. DBs, we're light in the butt. I agree with James. At defensive tackle, we definitely need to find a solution in order to stop the run up the middle. Because if not, we need a linebacker that's coming downhill and a guy that's going to be making a lot of stops, a tackling machine, and we don't have that. I think us losing Spillane, we lose a tackling machine in the middle. So then we need to find a D tackle that's going to be able to give that guy time to get downhill, hit those gaps, see those things. When James is talking about the offensive line, they look a lot better than they did in game one. Every single game, we've seen improvement from our running game, from our offensive line. And in order to have 300 passing yards and to have all these things happen, our offensive line is going to have to be in prime shape. I don't care what you say. When you're passing for 300 yards, your quarterback needs time to throw the ball and deliver the ball.
Unless he's Joe Burrow.
Hold on. Now let me add some to that, Will. Let me add some to that. Okay, look at the weapons we have, right? You have Brock Bowers, Thornton, right?
Thornton's a weapon. He's a rookie.
Hold on.
The only time you've seen him. Don't call him a weapon yet, bro. Don't contradict yourself.
Let me finish talking, and then you can have the floor. When you look at the kind of people we have out there going out for these guys to catch the ball, what's something that is pretty common that they all excel in? Yards after the catch.
Yeah.
These are all guys who excel in yards after the catch. So I do not think it's nearly impossible for Geno to obtain at least 300 yards due to the yards after the catch. Because even the smallest play, whether it's a screen or whatever it can be, even the smallest play can result in those yards after the catch if the ball is in the right place at the right time.
Okay, James. All these weapons.
Jeff, I blame you for this.
Right?
Ask a simple question. Jeez. Good Lord.
Oh, yes. Make sure you go support the Violator. I saw the shirts. I saw the hoodie. They look awesome.
Thank you,
bro.
Cool
They're
Cap.
cool.
I appreciate that.
Yes.
Putting that link up there.
Make sure you guys hit up that link below, man.
Wayne, you got any other appearances coming up or anything besides? I know you got obviously week one, the home opener going on that weekend. You got anything else coming up that you want to push?
As far as appearances, no, other than Eagle Mountain Casino, Sunday. Like I said, the next week it's all Vegas, and that's going to be 4 good days of rock and roll.
Yes, sir.
It'll take a week to recover from that.
That'll be a good one because the game's on Monday night,
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, so we get like a 3-day weekend basically. So.
Yeah, those were my favorite ones in Oakland because we'd get there and it's like, okay, Sunday we can go all out because we don't have to wake up till later on Monday.
I still have the images of these for you too, Wayne. I'll put these up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Make sure you give the info on how they get those from you, Wayne.
Hit me up at Violator 57 on X. That's the easiest way to get a hold of me to get those. I'll give you all the details.
On X. Yes.
On X.
Yes.
Because I'm not on Facebook anymore. So
I'm glad you cleared that up because I know there's some fake people going on around there.
I've got a fake. There's an imposter of me on every one of my platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah. The guy, whoever it is, messaged me the other day too. I was like, I know. I knew it wasn't you.
Oh, there you go.
There was no history, and you and I have been talking for a long time. I'm like, that ain't him.
I told the people, listen at what he's saying. Does that sound like me?
Exactly. That's what I tell people when they show me. Like, oh, look, Violator messaged me. I'm like, no, he didn't. That's not him.
Yeah. I had a guy tell me that Violator sent him a message to get some money. And I said, what? I like that.
Yeah, he would never do that. Yeah.
He's stuck in a Mexican prison, and he can't get his spikes out until he's gone. So, yeah.
Actually, the one that reached out to me, I had tickets.
Hey, I'll be down there dancing on tables to get out. Hey.
Hey, well, I will say on the cigars, I can vouch for the Black Label on there. Those are my favorite ones.
Yeah, that's my go-to.
They're great sticks too. So yeah, definitely hit it up on X for sure.
That is awesome.
Yeah, other than that, man, it's just a home schedule. That's what I'm more focused on because that's where the energy is gonna go, man. This is the year to do it. We've got to make a move. Like I say, it's always been a movement, but this year is like hitting that next level with it.
For the fans?
Yes.
Mhm.
Are you going to any away games? Like, are you going to LA for the Chargers game or?
That's a home game.
That's not an away game for us.
That's
Joe.
a home
You know
game.
what I meant. I know.
Home game.
Other than security, it's like a home game. But
Yeah. Other than
It's a
security, it's the
problem.
home game.
And that's the other thing too is like in Vegas, Circa actively goes out and markets to the away teams to have them
Yeah.
Wow.
whatever
They
they're
do.
To come to their place?
Yeah. So they're definitely marketing hard to like Charger fan to come out there for this game and stuff too. That's right. Just so you know, that's just catty corner to the Golden Nugget. So I'm just saying, it would be great to really show up to our home opener on Fremont Street, especially on Saturday night, like in large numbers. I want people to think twice about really wanting to
Oh, they will. If once they see that we're on Fremont, they're going to
they
second
will.
guess hanging around out there.
That's what I've been hearing too about. You guys are down there now.
Yeah, same.
Well, we're everywhere.
A buddy of mine asked
We're,
me, yeah.
we're at Mandalay. We're at we're not there for Monday because Mondays are just real tough usually.
Yeah.
But for the home opener, we're going to be down there because the Fremont Street Experience gave us that first street stage, and that's where we're going to have.
That's going to be so awesome.
Ford Up playing. We're going to have Bad Guys down there. We got a whole video tribute thing that we're doing down there. We're doing a lot of stuff down there, so it'll be fun down there for the home opener. But then when season starts, every home game that we have a Sunday 1:00 start, we're going to have a Saturday night party at Mandalay and downtown because we got fans in both places. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, during home game weekends, surge pricing for Uber to go from one end of town to the other is costing some of our fans like $40, $50 each way.
Yeah.
And I love y'all, but I'm not paying $100 to go and have a Modelo with you when I could be downtown where I'm at. So we were just made the decision as a club, like, hey, we're like kind of by the fans for the fans. We need to be where the fans are at. So, and the Golden Nugget, like I said, they have been an amazing partner to us down there. The Troy Bar is really fun. I love having that outside big deck out there that you can look over Fremont. I mean,
I like that.
Plus, you can go downstairs. You can go out on Fremont. You know what I mean? You can come in there, hang out some beers, go down to some other place, come back. So we're going to be there all night from 8 to midnight. Same at Mandalay Bay. We're going to have the Eye Candy Lounge again going on with that. But we're going to rotate DJs all around, like this year and stuff too. So kind of mix it up a little bit and everything. But it should be fun. We're just, I don't know, like every year we just kind of like get feedback from people and kind of like, hey, like, what do you want? You know what I mean? It's not like, like we're just trying to listen to what the fan base is saying and what they really want. And then, continuing to kind of build it like that. So far so good, man. It's but it's fun. And
that's
we're
awesome.
getting more and more engagement. More and more fans are coming to town. More and more fans are finding a home here, man. And we love it. You know what I mean? Like everybody's welcome. But we don't care. I don't care what club, what this, like whatever, like come on down. You know what I mean? Hey, if you're like this, then you're part of this. You know what I mean? It's like we don't, like I say all the time, the Black Hole has been really instrumental in kicking a lot of doors down here, to like get some fans in, but it's for every fan to run through. Like, make no mistake about that. It's not just for this club; it's for every club, every fan.
Yes.
That's what we're doing here.
Sorry.
So
you're definitely getting people excited.
That's very clear.
After your last show, you were on here with us. People were asking about that Black Hole store. Like, with that Black Hole store, Hole store, we're gonna have like
this store on the home opener. We're gonna have the grand opening of that store on Friday, and it's gonna be open every weekend. For home games right now. It'll be open every weekend, even when we don't have a home game. It's just gonna be open on weekends from Friday to Sunday. And it's gonna be open from 11 to 7, 7 a.m. And we're just, like I said, this is another opportunity. Like I said, we got a lot of really talented people in our fan base that make really cool stuff that fans really like, but you're not going to find it, unfortunately, like at a Raider Image or this, that, or whatever. Because, they're not making them in the thousands overseas, or like, you know what I mean? These are handmade items. I wanted this store to be more like an Etsy type store, but for Raider fans.
That's like my guy Scott that made the Black Hole.
Exactly. Like, we want to have some of his stuff in there too. You know what I mean? Like, and we restructured. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It's like when Violator and Gorilla and I talk about this all the time, like the rising tide that lifts all ships. And that's exactly what that is, right? That's an opportunity. By doing what we're doing, we're giving opportunities to other fans, that they may not get to do cool stuff like that, or to, really put a spotlight on their talents and their different things that they're doing in the fan community, because everyone's out there hustling, right? Everyone's out there. I mean, you got to right now. I mean, it's expensive, right? Everyone's out hustling, everyone's out doing stuff, but especially when you're making cool stuff, it's like, it's one of those things where how many things have you seen is go, man, people knew about this. Like, man, you would sell like a lot of those. That's what we kind of want to do. We want to give those people a platform, to basically put it out there, because then at the end of the day, the fans decide, right? You're going to see like, everyone thinks their baby's cute too, right? But, you're going to find out pretty quick whether or not it's something that fans want or not. But, we're willing to put stuff in there on consignment, you know what I mean? And put stuff in there. And say, hey, if it sells, like, you guys get paid. If not, then, you're probably going to get it back. But we're willing to take a shot and put it in there. Why not?
Hey, Mark, Cheeto wants to know where we put in an application.
to work at the store?
No, to put our stuff in the store.
You know what? I'm actually going to, like, no joke, I'm actually going to create an email for that. And I'm actually want to, unfortunately, this is like number 37 on our list of shit.
Right.
By the way, no matter what I say on here, nothing is absolutely going to happen until after the home opener. So
right
now it's like, it's just not happening. So, but after that, what I'd like to do is I'd like to put together something like on social media that kind of really talks about that and allows people like, like just like a little form thing that you could submit, your product or whatever on there. I mean, it's got to fit a certain model. You know what I mean? If it costs you $8 to make it and you can only sell it for $9, it's probably not going to work from a financial on there, right? You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I mean, like I said, I want that to be an opportunity for everyone to do that. That's what I do for a living. If you've ever seen Shark Tank on TV, that's kind of what I do. I work with small emerging companies that want to become bigger national brands, and so that's kind of what I'm doing with our club. Is I'm helping to position us to build our fan base and do it in a way that continues to like fill our stadium full of our fans, by doing all the stuff that we're doing, rowing together, right? So
for years to come.
Absolutely, man. We're just like Violator said, we're just starting right now. People they go, wow, this looks great. Well, we're just getting started right now. You know what I mean? We had to build the foundation first, and that's what we've been doing for years.
I just want to say one thing, in Mark. Can you put that back up, Leo? That same one that was just there.
Yeah.
But given the okay for us, to do this YouTube channel, I know you weren't on with us last week, but this is a perfect example of what the vision was. I know that I personally had for doing this channel too. For the with the black hole is what we accomplished for Predator last week when he was on with us. That he's already hit his goal for what he raises funds for throughout the season before the season even started. He came on, people gave donations to him. He's already hit the goal that he thought was going to be reached by the end of the season. He reached it before the season even started. And this is what this channel is for. He's a Black Hole member. He's a sergeant at arms for his chapter. It's to help these other chapters and members of the Black Hole, get their word out, So when we say we want to have chapter presidents come on or chapter members come on, if they have something to promote, whether it be an event for the chapter, a fundraiser the chapter's doing, this is
community stuff.
Yep, community stuff, big time. This is the stuff that this is all about. In my eyes, this goes a long way right here. He's coming out this week, and I'm honored to meet him in person because I'm dying to meet him. He sent me his patches and everything. I already put one on my vest the day after it came in. It was already on my vest. So this is what this channel was supposed to be, along with getting the word out of the Black Holes. I guess the message for the Black Hole itself, and
to say the way you worded that. Stop. Nothing. Keep going.
But I just wanted to make sure that we brought that up. I'm happy that.
Yeah, and I saw that after your guys' show. I know I missed last week because I worked, but I saw his patch and his stickers all over my Instagram. from other people.
They were everywhere. People were
So I
sharing
was like,
it.
oh my God, he got the word out. Like, I love it, the fact that people got out there and they saw that, especially his message behind the patch, his meaning with the autism and the children's cancer, September. Yeah, so that's so awesome, man. I'm glad that happened.
And when you can bring a guy to tears on a live show, you did your job. Because he was shedding a tear last week because he was just so overwhelmed with it. It was just insane, So I appreciate everybody that reached out and took care of that last week. That was awesome.
Absolutely. And Jeff, like you said, man, I'm think we put this show together and Mark gave us the ability to, guys, is we want to show the black hole is bigger than just football. Yes. We take care of our people in our communities. We are out there doing bigger and better things so we can show that Raider Nation is out there to do good things. People think about us as, this big, bad fan club, but we love our community. We love our people. We support our people. And Mark has said it, man. We're out here to support others, to help others grow, to unite Raider Nation.
All Raider fans. Yes.
All Raiders fans. We just want to be together. We want to rock together. We want to help good people, and we want them to achieve their goals and help others as well. So, thank you, Mark and Wayne. Thank you for always leading that way and showing us how to do it. I feel like you have been a prime example of that for a long, long time, my brother.
Yeah, amen to that.
Appreciate it, man. The whole thing with that, like I told you guys earlier, is just when you give for good causes, you don't look for a thank you is fine. Is what I'm trying to say. Thank you is fine, but it's that tidal wave that comes later, that tsunami that comes later from those seeds that's planted.
Yeah,
that's what I'm hoping everybody's vision is of over the years, man. All these different groups show the rest of the world what we're capable of doing when we unite. So back to Mark saying, unity in the community.
Yeah.
That's to change the narrative about us as people.
It does sound kind of corny, right? Most Notorious fan saying unity in the community.
Yeah, unity in the community.
If you really think about it, anything that that any type of movement like that starts in the community, right? It starts at home. It starts by taking care of your own people, and then it becomes like attraction rather than promotion, man. People go look at like these people are doing, look at how they're changing the lives of the different people. Now I want to be a part of that community. You know what I mean? Like I say to people all the time, I'm like, well, what's your goal for that? I'm like, well, I would like, for people just to be able to say, you know what, those Raider fans aren't so bad. I'll start with that. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, you know what? Like those Raider fans aren't so bad. Like they do a lot of good stuff in their community because again, people, I don't know like how Violator felt, but you know what I mean? When you first start like, hanging out and meeting people in the black hole and and even being there in Oakland and everything else and whatever, people don't realize some of these, that guy's my orthodontist. That guy's my lawyer. You might be like, getting your blood pressure taken by someone and going, don't I know you from somewhere? Like, yeah, section 105, I'm row 4. I'm like, I knew that was you. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, you just don't know. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. We're a community of people that just all share the same passion, which is, man, we just, and some people might say it might like a sickness. But we're Raider fans on 11. People ask me all the time, like, well, what is like the black hole? I'm like, it's Raider fans on 11, basically. You know what I mean? People will see me in the elevator going, oh, the Raiders playing today? It's like, no, I'm just going to the grocery store. You know what I mean? It's like, I woke up like this.
I get you. I'm a mental health counselor, and I wear this all the time.
Right.
My parents are like, are the Raiders playing? I'm like, no, I just wear this all the time.
Yeah.
I do colors, right? When I do wash, I do blacks and whites. That's it.
That's it.
So yeah, it just is. But it's okay. Everybody who feels that way, you can find a home here. You know what I mean? And we do take care of our own, and that's when you say like by the fans for the fans. That's really, really what you're talking about.
That's grassroots stuff.
I mean, because man, it's like fans become family here. You know what I mean? And think about some of the people there's people that that met here that would become best friends. Their kids are growing up together. I mean, it's crazy, man. You know what I mean? It's like, and you see even like Gorilla, like with you and Gorilla, two people coming and going, hey, my picture taken with you when I was or whatever. This is my son now.
Yeah. 10, 15 years later.
Like you're just part of that community, man, where you guys were talking about it earlier, but I've been overseas. Like I was over, I think it was like Taormina, Italy. It was during like the World Cup or whatever. And I'm over in this little island over in Italy, and I see some cat's got a Raider hat on, and I got my Raider hat on, and it's like you see across the way, you're just like, oh, hey, what's up? And then you walk over, you're like, hey, what's going on, man? Hey, what's that? It's like, it doesn't even matter. Like, you know, it's like, you just know like what's up. You know what I mean? It's just like, you know, it's like that bat light in the sky. You know what I mean? It's
like you spot good. That shield a mile away. If someone's walking towards you, it's like when that guy gets close, I'm talking to him. Regardless of what they look like.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, did you know that? I'm like, no. It's like, you know, like, well, yeah, I kind of know him. Like, we're related, kind of. You know.
Always tell them we're family, but we just met.
Yeah,
family, but we just met. Yeah.
Well, okay. I mean, just honestly, you know, if someone's wearing a Raider hat, they're probably cool. They obviously have good taste, right? So, I mean, already you're kind of like, all right.
And that is so true. And it goes all clubs, all Raider fans. I just went to Arizona. My first time hanging out with those people.
Wow.
Hey, man,
now it's like family to me with them. Great bunch of people.
That earlier when you were talking about the fan base and at training camp or whatever, I'll tell you the thing that really encouraged me was everybody did such a great job, and there was a lot of clubs that got together out in Arizona.
Yeah,
you know, and really tip of the cap to like Ronnie and Veronica and everyone at TBH out in Phoenix and stuff too. They threw in, like, everybody did a great job out there for that. But that was really well attended, and let me tell you, it was hot in there, right? It was hot. Like, you know what? I mean, if you needed to lose like about 6 pounds, like really quick, man, you could have just rolled in there. Like,
I should have gone there.
It was, but you know what? No, but people weren't leaving. They're like, I don't care, man.
Everyone stayed.
And God bless Lincoln Kennedy. All right, that cat was in there signing autographs, man. And I'm like, dude, they had like big old fans, or whatever. But still, I mean, it was like, but. You know what, man? Like that guy stayed there, like signing autographs for the old. You know, he's been really, really good to us. You know what I mean? Like that guy always shows up for the fans. You know, and he doesn't have to. You know, none of them do, but he does a lot. And you know, that says a lot. So I mean, we're really thankful for.
That's those true Raiders, though, Mark. Like say,
it really is, man. I remember when he was drafted, man. I was so excited. I was like, I wanted him bad, man. And I remember that, man. When they drafted him, I was like. I also remember when we drafted Darius Hayward Bay. So,
oh my God!
I was in my TV. I mean, here's no shit, right? I'm in front of TV. I'm going, Michael Crabtree.
Crabtree.
Darius Hayward. I'm like, no, like what?
Yeah. Definitely.
And then the first thing they said, the fastest 40, Al Davis.
Yeah.
Al Davis.
Hands like concrete, but man, he's lightning fast.
You remember Ricky Dudley too? Remember the Ricky Dudley years?
Ricky Dudley, Stone's Hands Dudley. Yeah.
Like, dude, quit fighting the football. Catch.
He almost like batting.
I was out there with 10.
I'm like, catch it.
He's trying to like catch it like a net over it or something. I don't know. I've never seen anything like it, right? And you're literally like. In Oakland, like you're literally right there. I mean,
right there.
You're close to the end zone back in it. Now, not like now where you're kind of like they don't want, you know.
They don't want,
you say, hey, how far can you throw a battery from there? Okay. So I'm just saying that it was watching that guy like it literally like if you're like you're like, how can that guy not catch that ball?
Not catch that ball.
Yeah, how could he not catch it?
It was almost like, you know, you take like two magnets and you try to put them together. It's almost how it's never seen anything like it.
Nightmare years, man. Nightmare.
Shout out to my Chris 4 Raiders. Everybody looks good in silver and black with the $2 super chat. Thank you, brother. Wayne, that's Chris that you were on the show with Chris and I. That's my guy Chris when we were on.
What's up, brother?
See, I told her I'd get him to say hi to you.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Did he really tell you that?
And don't take offense. I call everybody brother, man. I got that from Junior Seau. I just loved it. He's like, everybody's my brother. And I'm like, dude, for you being a Charger, well, he should have been a Raider too. That was another mess up with the draft. But anyway, nicest guy, man. Nicest cat.
He was, yeah.
We got to
I
meet
met him when I was in the Navy in San Diego. And I was in my Raider gear. And he goes, "It's okay, brother. I still love you, though."
Yeah, that's how he was. I'm fully dressed at a NFL shoot, and that's when we first got to talk. And people were like, "You talking to him?" He's like, "Yeah, that's my brother."
Yeah.
And so I just use that ever since, man. Everybody's my brother and my sister. So,
say how.
You know, there's always players through the years that were born to be a Raider but never were, or they came to us too late. You know,
John Randall.
He's one of John Randall's one.
John Randall.
Romanowski should have been here from day one.
From day one, yes.
Richie Incognito should have been here from day one.
Richie, yeah.
You know, one of the few that was Alzado should have been here from day one. You know, we got lucky with Wisniewski because we drafted him and he was as nasty as could be.
He was the one, man, where he got drafted.
Yeah.
How he ended up here. He didn't fit the image, but man, was he a nasty Raider.
He fit after got done with him.
He looked like he belonged in LA, but more Hollywood.
Yeah.
You know, he played for Villanova, and I remember right before that draft, they had an article about him in Sports Illustrated, back when Sports Illustrated was actually a really great magazine. And they had a really great article written about him, and I was just like, man, this dude is like, because I mean, it looked like somebody drew him. You know what I mean? That guy was old, and he was, this is back before, like, you know what I mean? Like now, I mean, this is such a business, there's so much money in it. Like, I mean, your diet, like you have someone cooking for you. I mean, you are, you better be in the best shape of your life. You know what I mean? There's no excuse for you not to.
You're right.
But back then it wasn't like that. I mean, a lot of these guys were just freaks. Joe Klecko was another guy like that. I don't know if you remember him, but these guys are just freaks of nature like that. But I just remember reading that article going, man, this guy would be a great Raider. And sure enough, man, when they drafted him, and then he just turned out obviously like, remember like the neck roll?
Yeah. Lunch pail guy. That's why.
I had a neck roll because I had no idea what the fuck it did or anything, but it was like, neck roll playing. I'm like, what? I'm like, you're not even neck roll, man. Like,
Howie Long's another Massachusetts guy too, by the way.
Oh my.
Yeah.
2 or 3 towns north of me.
Like, what city was he born in? Are we gonna go to his house too?
No, he wasn't born in this particular town, but he went to high school at Milford. Actually, when his head coach from the high school football team passed away, he showed up for the funeral, but he came in through the back door to pay his respects and left because he didn't want to make it about him. He didn't want people to see him and draw crowds or whatever. So he did it quietly, came in, paid his respects, and he left. But yeah, he showed up to his high school coach's football, his funeral.
That's good stuff, man. Yeah.
But so let me, Mark, as far as the home opener, everything's starting when? As of Friday or Saturday out in Vegas?
It seems like more and more things are coming out. There's some things that TNBC is doing. They're doing like this pancake breakfast. They're doing a couple other things, whatever, too. We're going to have that listed up on there. I'm sorry, I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm kind of burnt a little bit. There's so many events. There's so many things going on. And then I'm leaving on Thursday to go to New England. Then I have to basically go to New York on Monday and Tuesday for meetings for the job that pays me. And then I have to fly back here for a home opener. So I won't even be back until like Tuesday after that. I'm like, what am I doing? So
I was gonna say that email that we got from the Black Hole, it says the home opener party is Saturday, but it's actually Sunday.
There's two. There's on Saturday. There's
that was
Fremont Street, and that's the 30th anniversary celebration.
Okay.
That's on Fremont Street, and that's on like
Fremont
stage. Okay. We got like a whole video show thing that we're doing for it, and then there's going to be
that's Saturday. Awesome.
Up on top on Troy up there, and that's going to be for if anyone knows a beer, she does a a charity thing every year during
suicide
awareness.
Yes.
And so we're going to host that up there at Troy for that. So I think there's like
got it. Okay.
So if you want to watch everything from up there and hang out up there and, party and do whatever, they're going to be holding that down up there and stuff too. So we kind of got the up above up there and down below. We're kind of like taking it over, so to say.
Taking it over, yeah.
Yeah, Sunday's going to be at Fremont Country Club, which is just right around the corner from where we'd be Saturday night. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun too. There's going to be a lot of I don't even know how many entertainers are going to be there now, but it's a lot. And there's going to be that's just going to be a good time Sunday night. So if you haven't gotten tickets for that, definitely do it. It'll be fun. I think they have tables and stuff there too that you can get.
Yeah, I'll have Lorenzo from Crusaders on the show on Thursday, and we'll go.
Oh, good. Yeah, right on. Yeah, no, like I said, we're encouraging everybody to do stuff. You know what I mean? And we'll get involved and help where we can, especially promoting or being a part of. Again, like we said 100 times, it's all about that unity and community and everybody working together to do stuff for the fans, right? At the end of the day is what we're doing it for. Like for the fans come to town, we want them to have like a Disneyland type experience, but as Raider fans for doing Raider shit. You know what I mean? That's what we're all here for. So if you're going to spend this kind of money to come to town, let's make sure that everybody has a good time. So it's great to see everybody else come up with some different ideas or some different parties and stuff. And we're like, hey man, the more the merrier,
It's about the memories. Like I said, at the end of the day, it's the memories you take back.
Right. And some people have stuff to do on this night or that night or whatever. So no matter what, you got a lot of bites at the apple here. You know what I mean? There's something for people to do like all night and day. There's gonna be a really cool poker tournament on Saturday. That'll be here at Sky. TNBC is doing. That's like a charity poker tournament. That's gonna be at Sky Las Vegas here where I live in my building. I'm gonna do that event room and stuff there for them for that. So that'll be really fun. I think Lincoln Kennedy's gonna be there for that. Power Raider has all that info and stuff on his deal and everything on that too. I just don't know off the top of my head, but we'll be putting out a whole bunch of stuff for that. But like I said, there's a whole bunch of different things going on. So, again, what's that?
No. I was reading this question. I understand what he said.
Oh, gotcha. I was going to say also like the Black Hole. If you just go to the Black Hole and go to the events page, everything is on there and stuff too. Mm-hmm. And then, or if you have the Black Hole app, the app's available now, like on, Google and
Apple.
Oh, it is available.
Yeah, I got it off the Play Store.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. I just haven't done like a formal announcement for it and whatever on there because I have a call with these guys tomorrow. One of the things that I really wanted to have on there is I wanted to have our own debit card on there. And
yeah.
But they're having some they're having some issues on it where I want it to be right, and the rewards program, the different things that it does, I want it to work 100%, or I don't want to launch it at all.
Okay.
I mean, that part of it, I'd rather say coming soon on it because I don't want to hold up the whole app either because the app's awesome for everything else that you could do with it. So I'm talking to that guy tomorrow. Actually, my meeting with him is at 6:30 a.m. tomorrow morning, California time, because they're in Europe. So I got to be early in the morning with him tomorrow just to kind of get a feel for what that's going to take and whatever. Like when you guys use your like a card or whatever, and you get rewards and stuff like that, and you can do different things in there. Those are built into every card, and I want to make sure that we have those too. But I don't want to have like, you get 10% off on Spanx, or you get like, you know what I mean? It's like I wanted to be rewards stuff, like I wanted to be gas rewards, like all the different stuff that we would actually use and do. So we could design our own rewards program, and so it'll be like Black Hole Bucks, and it'll be our own rewards program. You'll be able to do it, but I have a very specific thing that I want it for, and they said that they could do it, but now it's like, whatever. So anyway, long story short is they need to do it the way that we want to do it. So otherwise, it's not worth doing, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
So,
Ricky said 10% off Modelo's.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, you're gonna see some. You're gonna look at. That's one of the things with the app is we're gonna start loading up tons of digital coupons on there because everybody has them. And so for Modelo, we do have a digital coupon for them on there. So you'll see. I can't remember what it's for, but it's like a little QR code that you just take and on there. So
I know the casino apps have that for drinks, like a little QR thing. You stand at the bar, they give you your drink. Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
So the Golden Nugget is owned by Landry's, which owns like the Claim Jumper, like all, Chart House, like, a whole bunch of different restaurant chains. And so we're going to start getting digital coupons from all those things. It's like they too, like buy an entree, get one half off. It all matters. You know what I mean? It all counts at the end of the day. And that's what we're trying to do, right? We're trying to do as many things as we can to lower the price for fans when they come to town or whatever, to do it. So it's like that, those types of things are available. Why not, why not us? We should get those too. So why not? But anyway, that's what we're working on right now.
Shout out to Predator. Just became a member on my channel. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much. That is absolutely amazing. Thank you, sir. I'm just going to bring up the itinerary.
Are we going over New England now, Jeff?
I'm going to blast through it fast, and then we can call it a night.
He's excited for this part.
Oh, let's go.
Will's excited.
Hey, I'm ready. I'm ready, bro. I'm telling you, Thursday, my stuff is already packed. I already got like 2 bags ready. I'll be like, I cannot wait for this trip.
All right, so Thursday, tomorrow, some are going to be coming in. I know Predator is going to be here tomorrow. LV Raider 10 is going to be here. But for the most part, most are going to be coming in Thursday, like Will, Mark, and a few of the Mike will be here from Raiders Against the World. So on Thursday, is when pretty much everybody will be here already. So we're going to Mama Maria's in Boston, 3 North Square, Boston. It's a restaurant. So make sure the link is in the Linktree account. Click on it. Make sure you call them. 8:30, right?
Yeah, 8:45 to 9 o'clock. Make sure you guys make your reservations, please.
Yep, made mine tonight. Then after that, once we're done there, we're going over to Stanza di Sagan. It's a cigar lounge over there, a few streets over. We're going to be hanging there for a little while. After that, Friday starts all the daytime activities type stuff. So 10:30, there's the Freedom Trail, which is Will set up that with his crew. Anybody that wants to go to it, more than welcome. Mike from Raiders Against the World, he's doing the Fenway tour. I will be at that because Nate wants to go there because he's a big baseball fan. Plus, I'm curious to go on the actual tour, even though I've been to Fenway Park before, but it's a little bit more involved. Now, 1 o'clock, Will has also got the Boston Duck Tours set up. So the
duck boats.
Yep, the duck boats.
I was waiting for him to yell it out, man. Come on, Will.
Hey, I'm just holding it together over here, bro.
Everything is in there in that Linktree account again for the Boston Duck Tours. You click on that, you can figure out which tickets you need to buy. Same thing with Fenway Park and the Freedom Trail. The website is in there also for the Freedom Trail. Saturday is going to be a long day. Saturday is going to be a great day, actually. So first, it starts off at 11:30. Will and his crew have this set up on Codzilla. What it is, it's a high-speed, multi-passenger, basically like a jet boat that goes out on the Boston Harbor and whips around, does all kind of crazy stunts, and it's fast as hell. So make sure you check that out. Then at 3 o'clock, actually 1 o'clock at Blake's Tavern, the bus is coming to pick everybody up. So try and be there by 12:30. Especially if you're driving in, you're going to need to find a parking spot in that area. 1 o'clock, the bus is leaving. The link is in there for the Al Davis Memorial. That'll take you right to where you need to go to buy the tickets for the bus. We're going from Blake's at 1 o'clock, driving out to Brockton to the City Hall where they're doing the ceremony for Al Davis. It should be about a half hour roughly for the ceremony. When the ceremony is over, we're going to Al Davis's house that he was born in. We're going to take a big group photo. Then we're getting back on the bus and we're blasting back to Providence. Be back there for 5 o'clock before the start of the party. At the ceremony, Mark Davis will be there. So will Sandra Morgan. She will be there also. I don't know if there's anyone else from the team that's going to be there, but we're going to be there.
Yes,
Will's going to be there ahead of time. He wants to get video of all of us getting off the bus and, us doing our thing there that day. So make sure you guys, if you haven't gotten your bus ticket, please get your bus ticket if you're leaving from Providence. Everybody that's staying up in Boston is just driving down at that point. Then at 5 o'clock, from 5 to 9, we've got the blackout party at Blake's Tavern. on 122 Washington Street in Providence, Rhode Island. There's no cover charge. It's free to Raider Nation to get in. They have a full bar. The full menu will be open for any food. So you're on your own as far as the food and the beer, drinks. She is putting buckets. She is going to offer a bucket deal with the beers in them for the Modelo. So they're bringing in all kinds of different options for the Modelo too. Plus, it is on draft there. So we're going to have giveaways. We're going to have raffles. We're going to do a 50-50. We're going to have a DJ there that's going to be playing spinning tunes for us. We've also got outside seating, so we can also spill outside if you have to. But we're going to have a great night set up that night. My wife's been taking care of all the decoration stuff, and she's kind of going overboard with stuff. Don't worry, Mark, no balloons. I know you're not a fan of silver and black balloons. Set them up.
I'm just saying, like, you know what?
Never informing people about a sling tree.
I have no problem. I have no problem against balloons.
I know, but it's more than just balloons. So, and this is also co-sponsored along with the overall Black Hole, our chapter, and Raiders Against the World, doing a lot of the promotional stuff for this. So the promotions have been outstanding. I appreciate everybody that's been forwarding on all the different promotional items that we've been doing and we've been putting out there. My guy, Dave Goyce, one of my board members, who's an absolute champ on Instagram with what he's been putting together.
Jesus, does he blow up our Instagrams?
Yeah, he does. Let's get it this way. When I took over the chapter at the end of May, we made that Instagram in less than a month and a half or 2 months. We're up over 700 followers on that Instagram already, and it's because of what he does to promote it. I mean, he does such a great job.
Yeah, no.
And then the big day Sunday, the actual game. So 9 a.m. the tailgate, the parking lot opens. Gates open at 9. Lot 55B. That's 55B is in Bravo. Again, it's another joint venture between us and Raw. There's actually that 6 tailgate spots not even true anymore. We got even more than that. So we're gonna have a bunch of different foods on here. We're gonna have chicken palms, sausage and peppers. We are doing hot dogs too. We're gonna have what they call around here. You guys are hopefully you're gonna like this. It's what they call party pizza. It's a Rhode Island staple around here. So I'm gonna leave it at that, and you guys will experience it for yourself. I've just found out that I've got even more Modelo coming, so we are going to have more than enough. I can't imagine we're going to run out with what we got for Modelo for that day.
Yeah, I've heard so many people say that. The guy, we had Gorilla's birthday party in New Orleans. The guy was like, because I said, hey, at that time, it was Corona. And we're like, hey, he goes, listen, we got more Corona here than you guys. It was like, yeah, okay. And then the only email was like, damn, your people could drink a lot of beer. He's like, they're literally.
Can I ask you how many cases did he have?
He does. He completely, and it's like, yeah. And then the Modelo is like, yeah. I'm like, people don't get it, man. When like I said, we learned to have fun before the game. We're good at it.
Yeah. How many cases did he have that day? Do you know?
You asking me?
Yeah.
I don't know, a lot. Well, you just said more than you could drink. So it sounds like now you're throwing the gauntlet down. It's going to be bad. Oh yeah. Okay.
Well, how many was that? 15.
Who's keeping count at that point?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Apparently, Jeff.
Yeah, but hey, before we go, thanks to Raiders Against the World, like everybody that's helped out on this. I mean, we're talking about New England here, and we're going to make a great showing. And like I said, shout out to everybody who's coming up to the Al Davis Memorial. And that's when we got this bus and everything too, not just anything that we could do to try to help support people going up and having some fun and doing some things like this. We're going to do it. You know what I mean? It's like, this isn't a money-making thing for us. In fact, we'll probably lose money on the bus, but who cares? You know what I mean? All of us are going to go up there and have a great time. And we're gonna make a statement. You know what I mean? It's like, like we travel. You know what I mean? Like this is serious business for us here, and it's week 1, and we expect a win. So let's make it happen. We're doing our part, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Bringing the A game.
Going out, so we need to quick the same.
I can't hold it together anymore, Cheeto. I can't hold it together.
Go ahead. I've been waiting
Yo,
for you.
I'm letting you guys know right now, Raider Nation, the most electrifying weekend is coming for you in New England, baby. The Black Hole is throwing a party for you. I need you to come out and support. Make sure you jump on the bus. Make sure you get with your boys. You come out with your family, and you have a great time. I'm sorry, guys. I just couldn't keep it together anymore.
I'm surprised you lasted this long.
Oh,
That's a good way to end it. 'Cause I'm
I love it. I love it.
high note.
Yeah.
Hey, keep doing your thing, man. That's what it's about. Bringing
thanks,
that excitement. Bringing that excitement.
And I got to thank Mark for all your help too, and Will and Leo and everybody else that's involved. Wayne, thank you for being on with us tonight. It's been a
thanks,
pleasure
brother.
to share the screen with you again. And I'll make it out to Vegas at some point, hopefully soon.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, you will.
I'm dying to get out there. So
Wait till it cools down, man.
Yeah.
no, I don't care. I don't care about the heat.
No, wait till it cools down.
Yeah.
Don't tell me what to do, Leo. Well, as I always say, everybody, stay safe and go Raiders.
Right on.
That's it.
See you this week.
Trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
And I approve this message. Oakland Raiders, Oakland Raiders, Oakland Raiders. Just win, baby, win, baby, win, baby. We are the Oakland Raiders, Oakland Raiders, Oakland Raiders. Just win, baby, win, baby, win, baby. Don't need no invitation. We are that Raider Nation. We rock that black and silver. We make them shake and shiver. We make them reconsider. And we still committed. So if you want a piece of this, you can come and get it. Touchdown, touchdown. Let's throw a bomb on first down. Let's throw a bomb on every down. First we score, then we clown. Having fun, look around. Nobody loud as a Raider crowd. Nobody proud as a Raider crowd. NFL, how you like me now? We gon' do this open style. Nothing but action. I'm Bo Jackson, hit the hole. Run you over, goal line. Jumping over, going crazy. Lose your soul, lose your mind in the black hole. Here's the goal, Super Bowl. And everybody here, get